Another day, another lawsuit. Court in session. You guys, I'm extremely weird, but I feel like we all already know that. It's another banger, hopefully. Now, have you guys heard that Skittles is being sued? Insane. Now we're gonna talk about it. And I'm gonna read an article that talks about the entire class action lawsuit. Let's get into it. A U.S. citizen is suing the sweets company Mars over their continued use of potentially toxic nanoparticle as an ingredient in Skittles. You guys, I love Skittles. It's insane. I'm obsessed. So this is disheartening for me to hear. But the class action lawsuit, which was filed last week in California by Janelle Thames and others, claims that Mars failed to adequately warn customers about the chemical titanium dioxide that is unfit for human consumption and therefore committed a fraud of emission. I was just about to say this. Similar to the Amazon class action lawsuit where they were collecting your data if you did use the Echo or Alexa and selling it to partners for millions of dollars without your permission. This is similar. When you don't tell people or you don't ask for their permission to do things, that could get you into a lot of legal trouble. It's similar to taking a picture of someone without their consent. However, this is obviously worse than just taking a picture of someone. So Mars says that Skittles are made in accordance with FDA regulations, which permit the use of titanium dioxide at less than 1% of the food's dried weight, and that the company has done nothing wrong. Titanium dioxide, if you do not know, is a white coloring agent that is commonly used in confectionery, pastries, cake decorations, candles, toothpaste, cosmetics, paints, and paper. As of March this year, titanium dioxide has been banned as a food additive in Europe due to concerns around genotoxicity, damage to DNA that can cause cancer. Now, as we know, cancer rates have been rising, especially in the last 30 years in comparison to prior to the 70s or 60s. And personally, I believe a big reason for this is due to the snacks. Again, I'm addicted to snacks. I'm always eating snacks. I rather eat snacks than eat food. It's horrific. But the snacking kind of culture is new. It's not something that people did in the past. People would have their 3 meals a day and keep it pushing. Now, with this snack culture came a lot of things that are put in our food that we should not be eating. So, there's also a lot of uncertainty in how much titanium dioxide you can safely consume. So around half of titanium dioxide particles fall into the nano range, which is less than 100 nanometers wide. In 2016, Mars issued a statement saying it would phase out the use of artificial coloring over 5 years and later clarified that this included titanium dioxide. Now, I have a question to ask. If Mars knew that titanium dioxide is safe, why say in 2016 that this was something that they were going to stop doing? They had to be an issue. So now in 2022, they're saying that they've done nothing wrong and that there's nothing wrong with titanium dioxide in our food. However, why would it be banned in Europe if there was absolutely nothing wrong with it? And we all know, y'all don't know whether this is safe. You don't know how much is safe and how too little or too much. You don't know where that line is. So, what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section. So the Washington Post reports the lawsuit claims that Mars flouted its own promise to consumers as more than 6 years later, defendant continues to sell the products with titanium dioxide unbeknownst to reasonable consumers who purchase these products. Now, I'm gonna play devil's advocate for Mars. This is what I think. They may have planned to stop this or reduce it in 5 years, but realistically, how many times are we able to be right on time with the promises that were made? You know, it's not as easy as it seems, and change takes time. I imagine they have to find other alternatives and look into how it tastes, making sure it's still the same. Blase, blase, blase. Now, the lawsuit alleges that Mars did not alert consumers to the risks of eating a sweet that contained titanium dioxide. The defendant relies on the ingredient list, which is provided in minuscule print on the back of the products, the reading of which is made even more challenging by the lack of contrast in color between the font and packaging, the lawsuit claims. Now, we know this all the time. This is what food products and snack people do. They will literally put it in small font that you can't read, and this is true, and the color will be the same, and they will put it in a place so it's not like the smoking thing where I've seen cigarette like boxes and it literally says smoking is dangerous in big bold letters. This is not the same for this. Now, the defendants are actually using other brightly colored candies, such as Sour Patch Kids, the Swedish Fish, and Nerds, to claim and to back up their claim that Skittles does not need to have titanium dioxide in it, since the before mentioned sweet companies do not either. So, European food manufacturers have until August to phase out the use of this chemical. Europe's decision was actually based on an analysis of thousands of studies in mice and rats compiled by the European Food Safety Authority, which suggests that titanium dioxide mostly passes straight through the body, but low amounts of the particle are absorbed. As the chemical could accumulate in the body over time, the European Food Safety Authority said they could not rule out genotoxic effects. Now, I don't think this is that helpful in letting us know whether this is actually dangerous, because like how much would you need to eat in order for it to become toxic? In my opinion, if you eat Skittles once a week for 30 years and it has this chemical in it, by the time you are 60, you have cancer, right? So, in my opinion, just stop using it. Stop using it. Stop using it. Stop using it. Now, you guys let me know what you guys think, but that's crazy. That's crazy that they're actually being sued over this. But yeah, that's all that there is to the Skittles lawsuit. I will let you guys know. Depending on how you guys like this video, I'll let you know anything else that you want to know about the lawsuit for all the other Skittle lovers out there. And on that note, don't forget to like this video. Like it right now. Very moment. In this very moment, I'm king. In this very moment, I... Okay. I'll see you in another video. Ciao.